Yo, what's going on over here? Y'all see this? Is that I don't think this is a missile. If you look, one hits, either it crashes, but then the second one takes a turn away. I mean, y'all gotta help me out with this. It's time to put our minds together. What is this? What are we looking at over here? Is this a missile or is this some kind of interdimensional being?
There's no way that's real, right? That's huge.
This might be a big one. Yeah, here it is. That's a big one. Wow. Oh my God. I gotta get the hell out of here.
You right about that.
Is in my wrapped turkey.
This is a rat.
Y'all, I was cleaning out the garage and found this cake. 2018. Should I take a bite?
It's all. What the
It's a roach in my food. It's a
You never know what's in your food nowadays. You better off trying to grow it yourself and cook it and everything else yourself.
I just saw it shine. It's got ears.
He's smiling at me, and then he just vanishes.
Dude. Ha. Ha. My door's up. See its arm? Dude? That is not... Hi.
Hi. That cracks me up. It's smiling. That's so creepy. Look how it's white its teeth are. Yeah. And that's what's been reported, that they smile at you, or maybe they're snarling. This is incredible.
They smiling at you because they about to eat you. No way that's real, right? That gotta be a glitch. They gotta do something about this simulation, man.
She was getting off her car one night when she sees this. A woman from North Carolina uploaded a horrifying footage from her front camera and side cameras of her property, where this creepy, unidentified creature is seen running around her property.
Well, that's definitely way too scary to be a human.
This long-limbed humanoid creature is seen crawling past camera view, jumping around and hiding between the trees. Whatever it is, clearly it's not human, just by looking at this thing's proportions. It looks like it may be some type of bear, but the way its feet look doesn't seem like it. The family explains that while they were pulling up to their driveway, the car's lights shine onto this pale creature's skin. First, they thought it was just some large animal like a hairless bear wandering around their property, but after looking at the cameras, they uploaded the haunting footage, having no idea what was crawling around their home that night.
I'm sorry, this literally looks like something from like the late 90s CGI. This doesn't look real at all.
what's the chip thing in the hand?
So anybody who scans their hand who comes in has an Amazon One account. And if they have an Amazon One account, it's going to whatever could be linked to their Amazon account profile. Whereas anybody who's inserting a card here is actually coming into the Hudson store, even though they're technically the same store.
And there's only, what, 4 in the United States?
There's only 4 Amazon Just Walk Out stores in just the United States. They've opened up a few new Go Fresh stores, so you can still use alternative payments there. But for Just Walk Out, walk-in technology, it's just the 4. One's going to be in New York, one's in Los Angeles, one's going to be in Chicago, and one's right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Fantastic. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Convenience at the price of you having no privacy and them watching your every move.
Every red dot is a unique IP address that is downloading and sharing child images and videos, and that's just the last 30 days in the state of New York.
Jesus.
Whoa.
And is the FBI arresting these people?
Well, do you see the blue dots? Those are the ones that are being investigated. So the number 1 offender in this, biological fathers.
Let me show you the picture closer because I know it's kind of hard to see. All of those red dots are people downloading and sharing child pornography just in the past 30 days in the New York area. And only the blue dots, only a few of them are being investigated. This is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen, and I didn't really believe them. Like, there's no way. So I downloaded this app, Citizen. No, I'm not sponsored, but you can see people that are registered offenders just in your area. Registered offenders. So I looked around Los Angeles, and look how many there are. This is insane. I mean, how many of these people are we interacting with and just have no idea? And it's all over the world, all over the US. Check this out. Whether you're left or right, up or down, Israel or Palestine, I think we can all agree on this. This is a subject that does not get talked about enough. And maybe it's because the subject's a little hard to talk about. Maybe because it's embarrassing. Maybe the keywords on social media get censored so we don't see it as often. Maybe it's because some of the higher ups are involved. That's just a conspiracy. Who knows? But this is a big problem, and we need to raise more awareness about this because these numbers just made me sick to my stomach.
I think it's because the higher ups are involved in that as well. I personally think that when you move anywhere, you should always check the sex register so you just know. The first thing I did when I moved where I'm currently at, just so I know how many people are in my area. Maybe I'll remember their names and see their faces.
I'm gonna take her whole being with me from this experience. Will you marry me?
He is not having it.
Just also the coolest, nicest person ever. So that was really nice to work with someone like that. It's hard to find people who are super talented and incredible human beings.
See, women can be predators too, and usually the girl is like so nice and sweet and a little bit naive. Like she lets her guard down just because it's another woman, but no, girl, she's a predator too.
Yeah, it's more common than you think. When I was growing up, things like that happened to me, and I didn't really think much of it. So I got older, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
And he says, something really weird happened here yesterday, and you weren't here. He said, there's a couple guys in here looking for you. And I said, couple guys? What do you mean? And he said, well, this is really hard for me to say. He said, but there's a couple really strange looking men that were here. And they kind of freaked everybody out, and they were asking questions about you. And of course, now I'm getting a little bit nervous, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, well, they were, he goes, I don't know how to describe them except for extremely odd looking. They were really, really tall. He said, and they were identical height. They were the exact same height. They were wearing the exact same clothes, and they had the exact same faces, like they were twins. And he said they were wearing black suits, black trench coats. They were wearing like the old-fashioned fedora hat. They had extremely, extremely pale skin. And he said they came in and they looked around a little bit and they asked for you. And I said, I'm sorry, he's actually not working today. And it seemed like they didn't believe me, so they started to walk around the hotel, and shortly after they went to the tour desk, and he goes, I got busy. I started to have to bring cars around and get luggage. and by the time I came back, they were gone. But he goes, they freaked me out, and I really wanted to tell you that there were these weird guys in here looking for you. So, of course, now I'm a little bit skeptical and I'm a little bit freaked out all at the same time. So the first thing I do is I run into my security office, because I know how to work the security system, and I rewound the cameras, and sure enough, here comes two gentlemen through the front door looking exactly how he described. Then, the next day, I was talking with my tour guide, and one of them asked to talk to me. She came in my office, the same as my bellman, and she said, I need to tell you about something that happened. I heard that you heard that there were some men looking for you. And I said, yes. And she said, they asked a few questions about you, and they said strange things that I didn't understand. And they were talking about governments and conspiracies, and none of it made any sense to me. But she goes, they were very, very scary. And I said, well, why were they scary? And she said, they had no facial hair. None. She said they had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, nothing. Their hair looked like they had a wig on, like it was attached to their hat, like it wasn't even real. And she said, and the scariest thing, their eyes were so big and so blue that they almost hypnotized me a little bit. And she goes, and you're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but I swear they knew what I was thinking. I swear. And I don't think I'm crazy, but I don't even know how they could do it, and I don't know why I'm even telling you this. She goes, so I started to think about things other than you, and I don't even know if it worked. And she started to cry, and she said one more thing before she left. She said, these men, they didn't blink. Not once did I see them blink.
Are the Men in Black really real, like how this video talks about?
Yeah, they joked about it, but was it really a joke? Pay attention to this.
Dang, dude.
Look at all this talent. All this talent in one spot. There's Daniel Day-Lewis. There's Alan Arkin. There's Joaquin Phoenix. And you know what's interesting? All those actors I just named are part Jewish.
Oh, okay.
What about you? You got a Berg on the end of your name. Are you Jewish?
Am I Jewish? No, actually, I'm Catholic.
Wrong answer. Try again.
What?
Look, you want to work in this town, or don't you? That's interesting, Mark, because I am Jewish.
No, you're not.
I am. I was born Theodore Shapiro, and I would like to donate money to Israel and continue to work in Hollywood forever. Thank you. I am Jewish.
You're an
Yeah, well, we'll see who the it is when they give me my private plane at the next secret synagogue meeting.
Look, I'm not doing a sequel with you, okay? And the nominees for Best Sound Editing are...
When it comes down to it, y'all, we know who runs the world.
Look at this place, dude. Hello? Oh, this is the scariest place I've been to yet. Oh! So this is a massive asylum and has thousands of documented deaths. So I've heard. Great. Oh my goodness. Wow! Really? What was that? Did you hear that? Oh, wow. There's no way in hell I'm going down there by myself, man. So down here is where people have reported seeing a shape-shifting entity. There a shape-shifting entity down here? There's a button. Oh my gosh. 6, 7. Dude, I thought I heard a growling sound. Yo. Yeah, I'm out of this basement. I'm out.
It's funny because there's always the people that are like, it's like a joke or something that always happens to them first, right? The entity going to scare them for the rest of their life.
Biggest thing on the news right now, also a recession indicator. The Starbucks Barista Cup. What? Oh, this is the new Labubu, fam. Oh, you don't know. So Starbucks just came out with like it's like, you know, like the honey bear. Yeah. So it's like that, except it's a bear with a Starbucks like hat on it and the straw that goes out like this. Okay. So this is my theory. This is a whole social experiment that Starbucks did just to expose like this whole recession, because all we can look forward to is this $30 luxury cup. Fam, just today, mans were elbowing people in line for it.
Wow.
They were arguing. They were literally sending threats to Starbucks because the workers got first dibs and they were lining up for 5 hours.
Sneakers, bro.
Fam, sneakers just for this bare cup.
Yeah.
You can get this cup on Amazon without the Starbucks branding on Amazon for $15.
It is this recession.
But why does everyone want it? Because it's limited. It looks like luxury. Oh, I have it. This is a collection.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is just a big like social experiment.
Yo, because what's gonna happen because the Labubu almost platform, or I guess idea is proven, they're just gonna start remixing that.
Is this scenario actually happening in real time? Is this how they're using predictive programming? Because you literally cannot make this stuff up. During a time when millions of Americans are losing their SNAP benefits, and let's face it, we're all financially struggling, Mariah Carey and the upper class decided to post out this commercial. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to post it here in just a second, but listen very closely to what the elf says, and then I'm going to post a video of what I saw on my FYP right after.
Busted! Bad news, Mariah Carey. The elves are striking this year. Elf revenge for putting us through holiday hell. Santa's helper quit. I'm pawning all this so I can afford elf therapy. That's my blush, elf boy. Your lipstick? I'm taking it. Christmas is canceled. No bells, no cheer, no glam. Bye, sweetie.
So my guess is the elves represent the peasants, and the peasants are sick of greedy corporations and overworking only to be broke, and now they're stealing. Is that what I'm seeing here? Is everybody on board with the symbolism? And then Mariah Carey, of course, represents herself, the rich, the big corporations who want you to be a part of all this consumerism to make them richer. And you know what they said? The peasants. They turned him into a spineless snowman and made him work anyway. And then I stumbled across this video of an employee from one of these big corporations saying exactly what the elf was saying in that Sephora commercial.
In light of everything that is happening right now, the craziest thing to me would be my franchise sending out letters for all of our employees to sign saying that their employee meal can't go over $7.
I cut it off because she went off for a second. I don't blame her, but I don't want to be censored. However, what she is saying right here is that Taco Bell is having their employees sign a waiver saying that their employee meals can't go over $7 when a simple chicken quesadilla costs $8.
Ridiculous. Not only do you not pay people, but most of the people that work for your stores are on SNAP benefits. Is telling you, oh, you also can't eat here because we know that you're going to take advantage of the food source that we have here because the government isn't giving you your SNAP benefits.
Do you see what they are doing? They're pushing everybody into a corner. They are taking and taking and taking while working us like dogs and expecting us to celebrate every pagan holiday they put in front of us. So people, you have a choice, but I'm not sure it's going to be a choice too much longer if you get what I'm saying. You going to let them turn you into a spineless snowman, or you're going to stand up for yourselves? It's getting old.
A battle that is old as time, rich versus poor people. It reminds me of the movie, I think it was Bugs or Ants, when the grasshopper said, we can't let the ants figure out they beat us 10-1. Same with us. Most people are too concerned about their daily life, which makes a lot of sense because you barely have enough money to get by. You worrying about some type of revolution or anything like that. You just try and take care of you and your family. So we'll see the numbers at the end of the year, how many people are spending on Christmas. I know for one, I won't be spending that much money this year.
Right, here we are having a closer look at the werewolf in the barn. Now, a lot of people are saying this is obviously AI and computer generated, which yeah, it could be. It could be. It's a very good attempt at it because AI has trouble with things like this. If you look where my mouse is pointing, the griddles of the chicken wire or whatever you want to call it are still visible. Also, AI has a problem with fingers and hands. His teeth are perfect there. Now, people are saying, why are these sheep not doing a runner, escaping? They feel safe because they've got a livestock guardian with them. There's actually another sheep outside where people think it's another dog, but it's not. You look closely to see. But the thing is, what I want to show you is this. And if you look, that's zoomed in. If you look, just as the creature jumps off, you'll notice another dog. There's two dogs. I'm going to play this for you a bit longer. There's the muzzle of the second dog. There's the first dog. Can you see him? That's the second dog coming into shot as the creature jumps over the top. And there you go, you can see its other face just here. So a lot of people have been saying a German Shepherd taking on something like a werewolf, but there's two of them. There's two of them there, and anyone who's ever had a run-in with a German Shepherd knows that one could easily you if it wanted to. So that's one thing all of a sudden.
Might seem kind of gruesome, and it kind of is. I'm going to give you a little background of what got me to this position to run this bill. Back in 2019, I heard that Washington State was starting to do human composting, and that disturbed me. I wanted to address this because what I didn't want to see is bags of compost with human bone fragments. I want to stop it getting into the human food supply. I was on a plane this summer, watched a video of some food show, and the three contestants tasted the food and they had to guess what was in it. It was some kind of a sausage, and one of the options they told these people that was in the food was human flesh.
Can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Are those really the 3 ingredients?
Yeah.
Absolutely foul. Like, it make you just not even want to eat meat. And definitely don't want to eat processed food like sausages, because you really don't know what was in it. And also, considering how people talk about how many humans are on this planet, maybe they on to something. They say that they use deceased people as food. Hopefully that don't get me in trouble on YouTube. I'm just explaining what I saw on the video YouTube.
So Pokemon Go actually was a CIA psyop, and they kinda just admitted it. Niantic, the company behind the game, announced that they've been spying on everyone playing it the entire time, using user data to build the most realistic 3D map of the world that could even put Google Maps to shame. Because whenever they wanted pics, videos, or any sort of data for a specific location, instead of paying expensive geo-navigators to map it out like Google does, they would just put a rare Pokemon there, and thousands of people would do it for free. As a matter of fact, some people would even pay Niantic through in-game purchases to do their data collecting work for them, like paying a company to work for them. And they all agreed to it in their terms of service, which no one ever reads but always accepts. All to train an AI model on one of the largest geospatial maps for navigation ever, and this is how the CIA was actually behind it all. So, Niantic released this official report, stating that they were using their games to build something called an LGM, Large Geospatial Model. And just like generative AI like ChatGPT uses enormous systems of info called large language models, LLMs, to train AI how to generate answers, this is sort of the same thing, except with geographic data instead of just text, tricking millions of people to map out every detail of the physical world using their phones, which is a monstrous amount of data, all while being tracked by their phone's GPS. Similar to how Google Maps collects data using their Google vans, except they spend millions of dollars doing it. Niantic instead turned it into a game, convincing millions of people to do it for free, or even pay them to do their work for them. And I think we can all remember.
People still play Pokemon Go? Genius, really, to get people to do it for free. Pretty messed up, though.
I'm not letting anyone on God's green earth try to gaslight me into thinking that these are natural aurora lights. I'm just not. People in my comments section saying, go back to high school, research something for once. You guys have fun reading the textbook that Ghislaine Maxwell's father wrote for you, okay? Have fun researching other researchers. Basically, all you're doing is regurgitating information from somebody else. You never touched it, sniffed it, felt it, nothing. But moving on. One of the biggest things that I noticed about these aurora lights that we've been spotting is they look nothing like the aurora spots that are regularly sighted in places like Alaska. Can you spot the difference? Can you tell me how on every single one of these pictures there are swirls and lines?
Overnight, brilliant shades of red, green, and purple painted the sky, from San Francisco Bay to farmland in Wisconsin. Here's a pilot's view over Chicago.
Now compare those aurora lights to the aurora lights that people see on a regular basis in Alaska. Totally different. The aurora lights we're seeing, do you see how different they are? Almost boring compared to these aurora lights, where there's swirls, multiple colors, lines in the sky. This isn't anything like the ones that we're seeing today.
They want you to look up. We now have celebrities telling us that the sun is not normal all of a sudden. Videos starting to go viral again of crazy noises in the sky. And then remember what Tucker just did? Yeah, Amazon now has a special on it and the news is talking about it. Remember right when Tucker posted that video about those things, I was like, why they want us paying attention to the sky? And also not relevant at all, it's time for nice blue skies. Why? So first, this was posted by Grant Cardone's brother. Big money, you know. Check it out.
If you think this is normal, then, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I can't even look close to the sun. Unbelievable. This is not magnified any. You want to see magnified? There you go.
Now just watch as the billions of people who called us crazy are now telling us there's something wrong in the sky with the sun. And right after Tucker Carlson did his video on this, like clockwork, we have the news covering it and Amazon making movies about it. Are you serious? Yeah, put your thinking cap on for 1 second. You know how long it takes to make a documentary? Of course, completely unrelated from Tucker. I mean, wow, the coincidence on how they both did that at the same exact time, right? I truly wonder what they want us paying attention to in the sky. By the way, completely irrelevant, we have this Dr. Abby coming out constantly on the news saying that this thing is absolutely an alien spaceship through Atlas. Members of Congress saying the same thing, and now the terrified Florida residents because the crazy banging in the sky.
So we all just got woken up to some disturbing sound all through the whole area. I just called 911 and they said they've gotten like over 50 calls about it.
That's wild, right? Oh, completely irrelevant. You remember all the solar storms that we just had? It's crazy how so many people will not believe something until the news says it.
It's nothing but pre-programming. That's why the documentary came out at the perfect time.
This is actually insane. Italian authorities are now investigating a claim that rich foreigners paid to shoot civilians on conspiracy, because Italian prosecutors have now taken these claims so seriously that they've launched an official probe, and authorities are investigating several potential culprits in the country.
Wasn't it a book about this? I swear I read a book about this as a kid. It was on an island. One person was running away from some rich person and they was being hunted. So it's not surprising that rich people do something as disgusting as that.
Putting a human being into a low vibrational state by creating a circumstance in their life that puts them into a depressive state would then give off an energy that they like, because they like the sadness, fear, trauma, and especially tears. So somebody, with their head in their hands crying is, the energy is called Loosh, Loosh, and it's very, very high-powered energy. So for them, very, very, very. So they would somehow calculate an event, even in dreams. I mean, I've had dreams where I've been crying in a dream, and I know that the 4D it's been mixed and done so that would happen. So they're addicted to doing that. They're also addicted to the adrenochrome, which is in the blood, which when you bring a human being to the highest state of fear that it can be in, the most extreme state of fear, a chemical is run through the body called adrenochrome, and if it's not a nice topic, but if the blood is then got from them at that point, that chemical adrenochrome is inside the blood. Yes. So you take that, and if that is consumed, the high from the adrenochrome is the highest high that you can get. So that is sold on the black market. It's Satanists sell it.
So that's why they do those rituals.
Yes, that's one of the reasons. Yeah.
I never heard the term loosh before, but I guess it's a term for me to remember when I think about all the bad things that's going on this planet that I feel like is by design to keep humans down. Because once the average human can rise up, they won't tolerate a lot of things anymore.
Singer Sammy Hagar is abducted by aliens and then creates a song about 2025 an open disclosure. Now, this story is fascinating to me. So, in 1964, Sammy Hagar claims that he was abducted by aliens, and they gave him certain downloads and stuff like that. And then in 1977, he created a song called Crack in the World that actually talks about 2025 and stuff like that. Actually, let's take a listen to his interview with Howard Stern.
Were you visited by aliens as well?
Yeah, and I had a UFO experience, and that was in 67, 68.
And you weren't high or anything?
No, I didn't do drugs. I didn't even drink back then.
And who visited?
They just randomly picked me, and I woke up while they were doing it. I'm going, what the fuck's going on? My room was white. I mean, it was like I couldn't see anything. It was a complete whiteout. I laid there, couldn't move. All of a sudden, they said in another language, just telepathy, this is done, he's waking up or whatever, and they yelled a numerical code that was obviously, like your passcode to get into your
Yeah.
and boom, it was almost like a wire in the air. And I woke up and it was black, and I was shaking and I couldn't move.
And when when you tell that story, guys
think I'm
like
crazy.
Jason look at you like you're crazy. He's back there making hand signals like cuckoo.
He's jealous.
He's jealous. Aren't you jealous?
I've never heard that story yet.
Well, he's been visited. Why him?
I don't know. There wasn't physical. It was from a distance. They programmed into me. They wireless.
Do you think they programmed that you would one day be the lead singer of a band?
No. I think that opened my mind. It was like a big acid trip, brother.
So he claims that these aliens gave him downloads and stuff, which is very interesting. But in 1977, he created this song. It's called Crack in the World. But just listen to the lyrics here.
Just